April 10th, 2022, I decided to go to Hawaii because why not? I don't know. I'm just kidding. I actually had it planned for my birthday this June coming up, but I had a friend that invited me and I was like, yeah, let's do it. Of course, you best believe I fixed my hideous tan. Thank God I found someone. Hawaii has been on my bucket list for the longest, so I was very, very happy to be there, and I just could not believe that this was my reality, just being there and just being able to explore the island. This view was super epic. It was actually called the Makapu Lighthouse Trail. I would highly recommend going over there. We did it the first day that we went, and then we stopped by this place that had the best katsu chicken I've ever tried. It was so good. I love this place. The service was it was okay, but I love the chicken. It was so good, and the view was amazing. And we stayed by Honolulu, like in the city area where the tourist side was. As soon as we got there, we went straight to the beach, and honestly, like, I just love this beach. It was so beautiful. I didn't really get too much time to actually enjoy because I was riding around all over the island, and this little spot here is really cool. It has a little wall, blocks all the waves that are coming up, but over the other side, all the surfers are there and just jumping. You see so many people, and this view was to die for. We had a little bit of shaved ice, I believe it's called. It was delicious. I could not stop. It's literally like crack. Like, I was just like sugar wasted for sure. I had that, and then the person actually offered us a free drink to try. It was a lemonade with a particular flavor. I forgot, but it was so good. I love it. Took a tour all over the island, and then by the end of the tour they actually let you snorkel for like an hour or so in this area where all the turtles are at. Supposedly we saw 2 turtles and it was just amazing. I was in heaven. It was actually the first time I actually snorkeled with these really cool snorkeling tools, and this is the turtle. It was so beautiful. Apparently you're not supposed to touch the turtles and stay away from them, so I tried my best, but the turtle kept trying to like get closer to me, which was really scary. I just had such an amazing time. Being in Montana for so long has made me really appreciate the ocean even more than I already appreciated being a Florida girl and an island girl. And I was just so happy to be there. It was amazing. I had a lava flow every single day. I went to this beautiful, amazing place called Mermaid Cave, and I would highly recommend you guys checking it out if you ever go to Honolulu. It was so fun, but also really scary because once you go inside, is actually a lot of rocks, and if the waves are really heavy, then you have to just watch out. For those who saw the pictures on my Instagram, just know that there was a lot of work for those pictures and videos, but I had an amazing time because I always wanted to go to like a cave kind of like this, like in the ocean. I would highly recommend wearing some water shoes because there's a lot of rocks, and it was just amazing seeing the blue water being lit by the sun, and just amazing. This place, oh my god, you guys have to go to this place. It's called Sushi Bay. You have to go. It's so good, and the prices are amazing. I took this time to actually just thank God for all the blessings that have been just coming up into my life, as far as like being able to travel and doing the things that I love to do, which is creating content and just being healthy and being alive and being able to make it to this island, because it is a long trip, and I was just really happy that I made it safe and sound and healthy, no COVID or anything like that. So I was really happy. Fun fact, there are roosters all over Hawaii. It is so cute and funny because in Florida we have the same problem, but it's ducks instead and lizards. but it was really funny seeing them everywhere. And this little place that we actually rented for one day had literally a whole entire just rooster party going on. It was so bad. Like, we were not happy. I was addicted to these little powder things called lihing, and it was literally so good. It reminded me of tamarindo, but I think like better. I don't know, it was just, oh, it was so good. Hawaii was full of surprises, and one of them was when I saw the rainbow tree for the first time. I could not believe my eyes. I was completely in love with these trees. And also this place that we went to go eat, which was Roy's. This was in Honolulu. So good. Highly recommend. And we rented out another place around Honolulu. This one was pretty good with the view. Of course, we had to get udon noodles, and it was so good. This place was very highly recommended, so we stopped by right before we left to Maui. And you best believe I'm gonna have a donut. This was so good. It took 30 minutes, I believe, in this airplane ride. It was only like $40 or something like that to go to Maui, which was pretty cool. And then we went to this really amazing place. It's called Twin Falls, and that was me trying to do a TikTok. Yes, I know, I failed. The video is actually really funny. This waterfall was really cool. However, I did find one snake, I think. I'm not really sure, but apparently there's no snakes supposedly in Hawaii. This one was actually the second waterfall. There's 3 in the whole place. After seeing all this beautiful, amazing nature, of course, we're gonna get some food, and I highly recommend getting some calamari because, oh my god, the calamari in Hawaii is insane. It looks completely like super large, just crazy. And you know, I had a little night swim, of course, and some more exploration the next day. The person that we rented the car from had a goat outside her house. This was her goat pet, and I thought it was so cool. It was super cute. I've never seen this before, like someone just randomly having a goat as a pet. And of course, we stopped by this little spot full of fruits. Got some coconut water and a little bit of fruits like bananas to take on the road, and some wanabana. Of course, I saw it and I had to. I'm Cuban, so you best believe I was gonna get some wanabana from Hawaii. It was so good. And this is another rainbow tree that I randomly found. It was so big. I was, oh my god, like these are my favorite trees. We stopped by a botanical garden, which I highly recommend, because if you go to Hawaii, just nature itself is just amazing. What grows over there is just beautiful. I saw this place at someone's YouTube video, and I saw the food and I just had to go and check it out for myself. It's called Mama's Fish House, and it was just very highly recommended. Everyone talked really good about it. It was a little pricey, but I will say it was so worth it. So good.
Ocean fish.
I FaceTimed my mom in every corner. The reception was pretty good everywhere you went, but I was just so happy to see these beautiful, amazing views, and I just couldn't keep it to myself. I also went to the aquarium, and I would highly recommend going there, because if you go to Hawaii, you have to go see the aquarium. The marine life in Hawaii is just beautiful. They have whales, they have sharks, they have dolphins, sea turtles. I mean, you name it, they got it. And I feel like it was really fun. I mean, a frogfish, like what? I have never seen a seahorse, and this was actually my first time, and it was so cute and adorable. I loved it. These were so cute. These little fishies are funny. They look like they're smiling, but I think that they're deadly. I'm not really sure. They're funny as heck though. I will say Hawaii does have this kind of vibe where they actually do honor the sharks. There was a lot of history about them and their ancestors and how they respect the sharks, and I personally kind of changed my perspective because I usually hate when I see sharks. I'm like, they're just evil. We head out to the big island, and it was just really cool to see the different islands and the different vibes. Maui was very bougie. The big island definitely took us back to just a chill, more relaxing kind of vibe, and it had so many options as far as like landscape and stuff like that, and places to go eat. Really beautiful places to go eat, and everything had like a view. It was just amazing. I highly recommend to get a loco moco, I believe it's called, and it's so good. Definitely highly recommend. On our way to go see the black sand beach, we saw so many soil of just volcano. Like, it's just crazy the amount of land that still has like these beautiful rocks. I was so happy to go to this island because it actually had this black sand beach that I've been wanting to go for the longest. Like, ever since in high school, I always wanted to go to this beach because I've seen it on Instagram, and I felt like I was literally in a dream. Like, I didn't want to wake up. Then we went the next day to go see the volcano, which was just beyond, I don't even know how to even describe this feeling, but it was just an amazing feeling because I've never thought that I would ever actually see a volcano in person. It was so surreal. I highly recommend to stop by the National Volcano Park, I believe it's called. We stayed to see the stars, and it was just, it was so amazing. A little scary to drive back for sure because it was dark, but it was totally worth it. Other than the amazing food and just amazing views, we stopped at a luau, and I was so happy to be here. You have no idea. We were actually leaving, I believe, the next day, so I was really happy we got some tickets because they were all sold out. This was such a beautiful experience. I always wanted to go to one of these. And of course, if you're in Hawaii, you have to. And I think it's really cool that you get to know a little bit more about the culture itself and the people that live in this beautiful island. And the next day, right before we left, we somehow got lucky and somehow made it to this one snorkeling little tourist kind of thing that we found. It was really random, and it was literally a few hours right before we left to Montana. So I was really happy. We left to the airport with like sand. So I do not regret it. It was amazing, and I've never really snorkeled like this before, like in a deep water like this. I was really scared. The water looked very dark because it was cloudy, so I was extremely like just paranoid that there was gonna be a shark, and this part was really magical. I felt like a little kid, I kid you not. And this was funny. This guy was reading a female brain book, which was funny because his wife was like right there. And I was just so sad to leave. We made it safe and sound the next day to Montana, and I was just so happy to be home. There was a snow blizzard, and I was just happy. I am really thankful, and I cannot wait to go back.